Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, and if you're new here, welcome to the Daily Tea. Today's video is going to be episode 2 of Tuesday Talks with T, and we are going to be talking about navigating through the pandemic. I don't know about you, but this pandemic has been one for the books. It has been absolutely crazy, and I myself have been trying to find many ways to get through it. So I thought I would share with you all today some of the things that I've been doing to get myself through this pandemic, keeping myself sane and keeping myself worry-free. But before we get into the video, please do not forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love if you would join the Daily Tea family, as well as clicking that notification bell. That way you do not miss out on any new videos that I upload. So go ahead and grab yourself a drink. I've got wine. And let's get into the video. I don't know about you beautiful people, but it is kind of crazy to think that we are literally almost a year's time frame into this entire coronavirus pandemic. I like to say that March is when it really kicked off, but February is when we started to hear the chitter and the chatter. I know, at least for me, that's when it started to become more on the radar of this entire crazy pandemic that we've been going through. And let me tell you, it has been one for the books. I gotta take a sip of wine because whoo, it has definitely been one for the books. I don't know about you, but all I can do is just pray to make it another day, because it is something. It is something. So I thought I would bring you all some of the things that I've been doing to keep myself sane during this crazy time that our entire world, nation, Lord, this universe that we are in right now with this whole pandemic, because it can be a lot. I will be coming up in March of not working for an entire year. And baby, let me tell you something. Me personally, the only time that I am out of work for that long is by choice. And meaning by choice, I mean I have the funds to be out of work that long. Other than that, I am a working girl. I like to make money, and we have not been able to do that. So I've had to keep myself pretty busy and keep myself pretty sane. Again, I would share some of the tips that I've been using to keep myself a little bit above the water and treading water during this time. Number one, I would definitely have to say would be journaling. I am a journal freak. I have multiple journals. I feel like I have a journal for pretty much everything. I find journaling very therapeutic. I can write things down. I can express my thoughts, and it helps just alleviate some of the pressures or some of the things that start to build up. I'm a worrier. I'm a worrywart. Is it worrywart? I forgot what the name of the thing is called, but I can get very worrisome, and I start to worry a lot. So journaling for me helps me to release all of that energy or that worry that I have by putting it on a page. I have a journal for pretty much everything. I have a journal for every day, just quick thoughts. I keep a journal in my purse. I keep a journal in my backpack. I have a journal for dreams. I have a journal that is even for my future husband. Yeah, I have a journal for that as well. I'm a journal freak. And so if you're feeling that way, just go out, get a journal, write anything down. When you write things down, you get things out, and it's less weight on your shoulders, and it's a little bit easier to stop worrying about things that you ultimately have no control over. But it can also keep you sane and keep you in the right mind frame and keep you positive. Number 2 for me would have to be meditating. And I tell you that meditating is really a beautiful thing. It is really a beautiful thing. With all of the worrying and stuff, when I meditate, it just helps me to focus and zone in and cancel out the outside noise. Meditating also focuses on my breathing and my breath. And what's crazy is I don't think we really appreciate the breath that we have. I think about all of the people who have lost their lives, literally almost close to 500,000 people who have lost their lives during this entire pandemic from all of this craziness that's going on, and take for granted such little things of breathing in and breathing out is so crazy. It's so crazy that we don't even appreciate the breath that we have. Meditating helps me connect with my breathing. It helps me to be very appreciative of the breath that I have. It also helps me to engage and become one with the energy that I am exuding, so that I don't have multiple energies just roaming around everywhere. It keeps me centered. There are a couple of apps that are great when it comes to meditating. I would say the number one app that I really like to use is the Calm app. I will use that in the morning when I'm laying in bed, and I will also use that while I'm getting ready, like brushing my teeth, or like if I'm on the toilet. Like honestly, I'll just have that playing in the background, and it just helps me to, again, release all of the other stuff that is around me, block out everything, and just focus on the task at hand, whatever that may be for the day, or just focusing on myself in the moment. Just meditate. All right, and number 3 is kind of a biggie, and that would be shutting off from social media. I struggle with this one. I struggle with it, and I think the reason why I struggle with it is because when you're a content creator, they always are talking about the more you post, the more engagement, and this, that, and the third, and that's great. But I am also the type of person that I'm not usually on my phone a lot, but I found myself being on my phone even more during this pandemic because I was not busy. And I don't know about you, but the iPhone users, it lets you know about your weekly screen time, and it'll let you also know about how much time you've spent on certain apps. And I am ashamed to say the amount of time that I was spending on social media. It was ridiculous. Like literally just scrolling for the sake of scrolling. I would say that shutting off from social media during this pandemic is probably a big one, because we're getting so much information all the time from the news, from, you know, like all these different entities are just pushing information to us, and it can be a little bit overwhelming. I don't know about you, but there is a point in time where I can't be watching CNN every day. I don't want to hear about deaths all the time. Like there has to be some type of positivity that is going to stay in my life and keep me not feeling down and depressed when I'm already down and a little bit depressed. So it's good sometimes to just shut yourself off from all of the distractions. Get a hobby, like start sewing, like learn how to, you know, fix things around the house. I don't know, paint your room, redo your room, organize. Do something that is going to be beneficial to you, that is also going to bring some positivity as well. Number 4 would be self-care and love. I definitely was neglecting myself during this pandemic. And I think it's just because the routine was just not there. When you're used to having a routine of getting up by a certain time and cooking your breakfast at a certain time and doing this, going to work, you know, going to the gym, coming home, like when you have a set routine, you have balance. And then when you don't have a set routine anymore and that balance has shifted and it's off, you kind of are like, oh, well, maybe today I might do this, or maybe I might get to that. And it was pretty bad. I don't care what's going on in my life. I'm going to take care of myself. Like if there's soap and there's water, my booty is definitely going to be clean. You know what I mean? During this pandemic, we've gotten a little lost. We've gotten a little away from ourselves. So some of the things that I've been doing to help me with that is putting on makeup. I might not have anywhere to go, but if that makes me feel better, then I'm going to do something to make myself feel better. Or getting dressed, like actually putting real people clothes on. Or, you know, taking myself out to eat someplace nice instead of just eating junk food all the time. I don't know, taking a really nice bubble bath, doing things for myself that I would normally do in a routine, but also maybe with just add a little spice to it, if you know what I mean, just to elevate and make me feel like I still have some type of balance, even in the realm of chaos, confusion, and definitely unbalance up on a tightrope. I would say number 5, the last thing, would be just to take each day, like take it day by day. This entire pandemic has been truly ever evolving every single day. There is something new every single day. There's some new information that comes out. There's something that changes that's new every single day. And you have to remember, you can only control what you actually have control over. We have no control over when they're going to be reopening restaurants and when they're going to shut things down and when they're going to open things back up and when they're going to, distribute more vaccine. Like, we have no control over those things. So we cannot get ourselves stressed and upset over things that we don't have any control over. Don't overwhelm yourself with too much information. Don't overwhelm yourself with things that, again, you have no control over. It's okay not to know everything. It's okay to just take it day by day. If you have to plan out your day, plan out your day. I used to have this huge, huge calendar. It was like a dry erase calendar on my wall in my Brooklyn apartment. And I would write everything when I had work. I would even write when my menstrual cycle was there. Like, I wrote everything down when I had to pay for things, when things were due. And it helped me just create, again, structure and balance in order for me to not feel overwhelmed, in order for me to know, well, this is what I got for today. And I got that done. And so now that I've got everything that was important to get done, now I can relax. And another thing is, be okay with having a lazy day. Baby, I live for a lazy day. I live for a lazy day. My favorite lazy day is when it's raining. Ooh, when it's like raining, like hard raining, and I'm inside and I know I ain't gotta go nowhere to get no food, and I've got a good movie, and I've got my nice cozy like PJs, jammies, sweatpants, whatever you want, fuzzy socks, all that stuff, and I can just be laid up and not do anything. Take those lazy days when you have the chance to take them. Having a lazy is good. It helps you reset and refocus your mind, and it also helps you not to feel, again, so overwhelmed. So those are just a few of the things that I've been doing, and I hope that you all will do during this crazy time. Just remember that your situation could always be worse. Just remember you can always be in somebody else's shoes. And I think that is probably one of the biggest things that gets me through this pandemic. And honestly, I have to take it day by day. If I don't take it day by day, your girl is stressed. It was definitely a moment in a time when I was depressed as hell. Oh, baby was depressed. And I mean depressed like I was having lazy days every single day. Having a set plan, having a system will work. And again, just be kind to yourself. Be okay with not being okay. Be okay with not being perfect. Be okay with not knowing, and be okay with being unsure. We're in kind of a crazy predicament right now. It's okay to lose your mind just for a little bit. It's okay. And again, just taking it day by day. Again, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you all have any comments or any specific topics that you would like for me to talk about on Tuesday Talks with T, please do not be afraid to comment them down below, and I will definitely get that out to you all. I love you all so much. Thank you again, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.